Well, provided the parents don't start squabbling again in front of the children.
Well, this is it, isn't it? Let's hope not.
No, it looks a good scheme.
Now, as the Commonwealth Games continues in Glasgow, athletes from the Midlands keep bringing home the medals.
Yes, 2 of our gymnasts have claimed gold, as well as more medals in the pool and on the athletics track. And Michael Sibbott is in Glasgow for us.
Yes, more gold medals coming home to the Midlands. Christian Thomas from Wolverhampton has been competing in the gymnastics team final just behind me here at the SECC in Glasgow. They won a gold medal. They beat Scotland into second place. That's despite a bad injury to Sam Alden, one of their team. Christian was part of the team at London 2012 Olympics who won bronze. Now they've gone one better here in Glasgow. There was more success for our athletes over in Hampden Park, where the athletics is taking place. Libby Clegg won the T11 and T1200 metre final for Team Scotland, but her guide runner was Mikael Huggins from Birmingham. Despite being born and raised in the West Midlands, Mikael was wearing the Team Scotland tracksuit, wore a kilt in the opening ceremony, and he was talking along with Libby Clegg to our reporter Hannah McNulty.
It was just such an honour to obviously be standing and running next side by side with Libby. I've said before about the Scottish crowd and just the people of Scotland really that have really embraced me.
There was more success for our athletes in the pool. Adam Peaty from Uttoxeter, he's just 19. He won a gold medal over the weekend and he missed out on another last night in the 50 metres butterfly by 2/100ths of a second. So he took home the silver medal, a great medal haul from him at this competition, but couldn't quite add a second gold yesterday. Another bit of news from the pool, Fran Halsall from Rothley in Leicestershire. She came 4th, missed out on a medal to add to her 2 golds that she won over the weekend as well, but she has another chance in the 4x100 metres medley relay this evening. 2 other quick bits of news for this evening. Kelly Massey from Coventry goes in the final of the 400 metres in the athletics later on. She qualified with a personal best to get to that race. And Hannah England from Birmingham, she's taking part in the 1500 metres at 9:50 this evening.
Well, staying with sport, and you may have realised that the Midlands has been playing host to some of the world's top footballing talent this week. Barcelona FC decided to swap the facilities at the Nou Camp in Spain to come and train at the National Football Centre near Burton upon Trent.
Away from St George's Park, how does Burton compare with Barcelona? Well, our correspondent Phil Brewster has been finding out what the town has to offer the 4-time European champions.
Looking in the pink, the Barcelona players stepped out onto the training ground at St George's Park this morning. The Spanish Giants are staying all week at the National Footballing Centre as part of pre-season training. Most of the big names are here, but there were some notable absentees, including Messi, the injured Neymar, and new signing Luis Suarez, who's serving a 4-month ban from all football-related activity after his now infamous dental assault at this summer's World Cup.
Of course, we're not exactly sure how much downtime the Barcelona players have got, but we thought we'd come and ask the good people of Burton what exactly the town has to offer. If the Barcelona players wanted to come into Burton, where should they go?
Well, we've got a Bass Museum. Yeah, that's about it, really. We ain't got much around here.
Any decent restaurants or clubs?
Wingwars.
Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, it's beautiful. All you can eat for like £7.
Would you like to see the Barcelona team having a walk around?
Yeah, it would be really good, an honour to see them walking through the streets of Burton on Trent, but I doubt very much they will be coming through here.
Of course, the Barcelona squad could squeeze in a trip to the National Brewery Centre, but we suspect drinking alcohol would be frowned upon. Perhaps a Spanish snack. Sadly, the local tapas bar was shut when we arrived. Barcelona defender Gerard Piqué did show signs of wishing to venture further afield, taking a selfie from his room. The accompanying words, "Views from my room, St George's Park," capturing perhaps the excitement of the moment. But if Barcelona added some sparkle and glitz to Burton upon Trent, the Midlands town can stand proud in the knowledge that for one day at least, it was hotter here than in Catalonia. Phil Brewster, ITV News, Burton upon Trent.
That's very true, isn't it? If nothing else, we've got fantastic weather, probably on par with Spain, if not hotter.
Well, you're missing out the big one.
Go on.
The beer.
Aha. Well, he did mention it, didn't he?
Well, I know he
Phil?
did mention it. Yes, I know, but he didn't emphasise it. You know, you can't get a decent beer in Spain.
Oh, right.
Well, it's lager, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the same
Yeah.
as a decent pint of Burton ale.
Oh, right, OK.
All right,
well, yeah, as long as they do that after the training.
Oh, after the training. Otherwise, they'll be
before.
going for a Burton, of course, which means something else, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, enough of this nonsense. Let's have a look at the weather forecast. Here's Ruth Wignall tonight.
Hello there, very good evening to you. It's a rather different weather story to tell over the next few days. There will be lots of lovely warm sunshine on offer, but a fair scattering of sometimes heavy showers as we head into the weekend. The reason being the high pressure that has kept things so fine and settled today and through tomorrow will start to ease, and this area of low pressure which is centred over the continent will start to become the dominant feature of our weather. And as I said, into the beginning of the weekend in particular, that's going to translate into some really nasty downpours. But we'll worry about that as and when we get there. At the moment, things are settling down quite nicely. Lots of evening sunshine as a band of cloud makes progress down towards the south and the east. It's going to be another muggy night, overnight lows of between 12 and 14 degrees. But this will all set us up for a glorious start to tomorrow morning. Again, right from the word go, some really decent spells of sunshine. Yes, there will be bits and pieces of cloud, so it's going to be a case of sunny spells as opposed to wall-to-wall sunshine. And a strengthening breeze, I think, into the afternoon is really going to knock the edge off those temperatures. Numbers-wise, highs of 22, maybe 23 degrees. Not as hot and muggy as it has been. I think you'll agree, though, feeling a little bit more comfortable. But it's over the days beyond where the fun and games really do start to begin. I think we'll get away with it through Thursday, dry and fine with lots of lovely sunshine. But through Friday, that low pressure starts to dominate, and that, I'm afraid, means that there's nothing to block bands of wet weather. So Friday and into Saturday, as I said, the beginning of the weekend in particular is looking a little bit nasty, heavy downpours and certainly fresher feeling temperatures.
The Pollen Count, sponsored by Checkatrade.com.
Checkatrade.com.
As far as your pollen count is concerned, then, it's not such bad news if you do suffer from hay fever. We had low levels today. Those levels will remain low through Wednesday and Thursday, rising during any sunny spells.
And just before we go, let's give you a reminder of tonight's top stories on ITV News Central. A man from Kidderminster has been arrested as part of an international police investigation into drug smuggling by a motorcycle gang in Australia. Amphetamines worth £11 million have been seized by officers in Australia who've been working with West Mercia Police.
The Royal College of Nurses has warned district nurses could become extinct by 2025 if more money isn't invested to help people who need care at home. Figures suggest a number of district nurses has dropped by more than 40% in the last 10 years.
And a man from Birmingham has found a novel way to beat the traffic while the St Chad's and Queensway tunnels remain closed. Mike Bandar started kayaking to work along the canal during last summer's closure, and he liked it so much he ditched the car permanently.
That's it. We'll be paddling up your creek again at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Join us then, won't you? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.